So what country is full of bad singers? Singapore. It's so bad, it's good.
Perfect.
So Air Max Day is right around the corner and it's all about the Air Max DN. A lot of people don't like the fact that it is, and a lot of people are looking forward to it. And now that I've sat with this sneaker for a few days now, it's actually got me thinking, this is the sort of sneaker that we need. Now, not because of the actual sneaker itself. I mean, you're either gonna like it or you're not, but I mean the whole culture around it. The way Nike is marketing this sneaker. Yes, a lot of people aren't gonna like the fact that you're seeing this 24/7. But when was the last time you saw a modern day Air Max get this amount of hype? But let's talk a little bit about that later. In today's episode, broskis, we are looking at the Nike Air Max DN all day. Right, before we start anything, crep check, ladies and germs. Let's see what's on foot. Now, it being an Air Max month and all, I just had to bring out a banger. And this one, it was just looking at me, so I just couldn't say no. We have got the Air Max Plus OG Voltage Purple 2024 edition. And before the sock police get in the comments, yes, I am wearing white socks, and yes, I did it on purpose. I know some of you are going to be rattled, but for me, it just works. So today's sneaker of choice is the Air Max Plus, aka TN Voltage Purple 2024. Okay, so if you haven't seen my unboxing video, of course, go back to that with the Air Max DN, because some of the things I did mention in that video, I'm not really going to go over again, but I might just do if you're lucky. Go check that out. Of course, I talk a lot more about this shoe as well. But this review is sort of like my final verdict, if you will. I mean, I've sat with them for a few days now and I've sort of calmed down a little since I've got them. So I am thinking more logically with the shoes, and I still do like them, but there's a lot more to unpack. Before all of that waffle, let's talk about the sizing, because a lot of people were asking me. Okay, I may not have been too clear in my unboxing video, but for me, these are a true to size. Now, they are sort of lifted towards the back, like I did mention, and I did sort of compare it to the 720. They are more balanced though compared to the 720, so that's why I say they're true to size. Yes, if you have wide feet or do like a bit more room, you might need to go half a size up. But whatever you wear with the likes of the 95s, the Air Max 90, I just stick to that. So where do I start with the Air Max DN? There's so many people that don't like the shoe, but there's equally the same amount that actually like it. Now, I mean, for me, I really like the whole rollout with this sneaker. Yes, the shock drop was in my favor, so I'm gonna say that. But I mean the likes of the car boots, for example, and getting the likes of influencers wearing them early as well to tell us what they think about the shoe. Now, I know they're sponsored, so they're obviously going to say good things, but it's kind of nice to see. Now, one of the things I don't understand is they're actually raffling the Air Max DN, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Yes, it's a GR, and yes, there's a lot of hype behind this sneaker, but I mean, come on, bruh. You know, it's a bit... You're taking it too far, bruh. But out of all the launch colorways though, I do think this one is actually the best. Yes, you can't go wrong with the all black or the all white for the summer. And they've even got some color in there too, like the Volts. But I just think this pair has just got the best blend of color and of course the gradient as well. It just reminds me of a TN. So naturally, I'm always gonna like it. And actually celebrating the 10th anniversary of Air Max Day. So they had to give us something special. Now, over the past, I'd say 5 to 6 years, Nike have given us a ton of modern Air Max that hasn't really stuck. You got the likes of the Air Max 2090 that paid homage to the Air Max 90, the Air Max TWs, the Air Max Pulse, the Air Max 2021, the Air Max Scorpion. Now, I could go on, and a lot of people do like these sneakers, myself included, don't get me wrong. But how many of these shoes would actually be called a classic in, say, like 10 years time? Now, I know what I like, and I don't want to be one of those OG snobs. Yes, I'm always going to go to the OG silhouettes like the 90s, the BWs, the Air Max TNs, and all of these sort of sneakers. And most of the time, it's just because of nostalgia. But I'll give you the Air Max 720, and I've spoken about this sneaker so many times on this channel. I really wish they brought these back. As much hate as this sneaker got, and yes, the Air unit always seemed to pop on my pairs, there was just something so unique about that shoe. Now, I say all of that to say this sneaker gives me the same sort of vibe. The experience on foot, trust me broskis, there's not many Air Max sneakers nowadays anyway that give me this feeling. And I could be caught up in the hype and all the marketing, but honestly, You have to feel these on foot to really appreciate them. But all of the stuff on the Nike website that talks about how this sneaker actually works, it's a bit too much to talk about. But they do go on to say the dynamic air comes to life via an air unit consisting of 2 pressurized chambers. Now, with all the chamber secrets jokes out of the way, and I had to get them out of the way in the unboxing video, it's kind of cool how they talk about it. So each of the chambers apparently with 2 tubes and tuned with higher pressure in the heel. The lower pressure in the forefoot. As you move, air flows freely between the tubes in each chamber. Now, according to them, this setup allows air to respond to pressure, delivering a smooth sensation with every step. So apparently, according to them, it's not just comfortable, it's interactive. Now, as much as I want to call it a bunch of waffle, I kind of have to see where they're coming from. Like I've already mentioned, the feeling on foot, it kind of feels like you're rocking, and it's a good thing. It's not actually bad. But anyways, with all of that said, broskies, let's have a proper look at this shoe to see what it's all about. Now, I do have comparisons to the Air Max Plus with this shoe. I don't know if it's the gradient in this specific colorway or the shape as well. And to be fair, it could even be the logo, but I'm not mad one bit. Now, it's got this lovely nylon mesh all across the upper with that gradient going up and down. Now, this all-day colorway is always going to catch your eye, so this is the one I'm most happy with. Now, we've got those sort of rubberized dots that do look super cool. Now, I don't know why, but it just reminds me of Spider-Man so much. I don't know if it's because of the colorway, but it looks cool either way. Even to touch, it's like a rubberized texture. Now, one of the things that I'm not too sure about is that shiny TPU panel towards the toe. That's one of the things I don't actually like about the TN, just because it scuffs so easily. It does look like it's the case as well here, so you're gonna have to be careful. Now, I like how the lacing is here. I mean, it's subtle, but it's still there. Got these black rope laces, and going up the tongue all the way is of course that mesh. And this Air Max DN logo, honestly, it's so cool, but you're gonna have to kind of see it in person to get what I mean. It's got this very cool sort of 3D holographic look. Now, the sock liner and of course the insole is all in black here with the Air Max DN logo in that sort of TN format. Now, as we make our way to the back of the shoe, and this is another cool feature. I don't even know why, but it does actually look cool. We've got the Air Max DN logo here in what looks like the spitting image to the tuned air logo. Now, a midsole that would make Harry Potter proud with all of these chamber of secrets and whatnot. Yes, it is a lot to look at. Now, the back does remind me of a sort of truck, and I know you know what I'm talking about. The chambers or air units, they kind of look like wheels, and at the back, it kind of looks like the belt. Now, this sort of shank to the middle of the midsole does remind me again of the Air Max Plus, but it is kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Now, this outsole has got to be one of the best modern Air Max outsoles that we've seen. Definitely separates itself from the crowd. We've got the hits of black, that purple, and that red there too. But I love the middle of this outsole. It's sort of that translucent purple, but it does work. Right, broskies, you know what it is, that part of the video where we decide whether these are a buy or a buy. Now, a new Air Max like this doesn't come around too often. Yes, I've already spoken about some of the Air Max that have sort of come and gone quicker than my hairline, but I mean, it's nice to see Nike doing something different. And whether we do see this sneaker going on sale as soon as it releases or being discontinued in a couple months time, I just think the buzz around this shoe and the marketing that Nike are giving this sneaker is exactly what the sneaker culture needs right now. Now, it's no secret that the hype around sneakers isn't what it used to be 3 to 4 or even 5 years ago. It's kind of getting back to normal now. It's becoming a lot more niche, just like it was pre-pandemic. But to get us excited for something new again, especially in Air Max, it doesn't come around too often. Yes, we're gonna get retros of OG silhouettes and OG colorways, but I mean a new Air Max, that's what I'm talking about. So that's kind of what I'm getting at. And yes, I'm an Air Max fanboy, so I am gonna say that. But for the culture, sneaker culture, we can't keep shooting down these new silhouettes. Now, for £155, I actually don't think it's too bad, especially at retail. Yes, it's still a lot for a pair of sneakers, but I mean the likes of the Air Max Plus and the 95, for example, all retailing for £170 upwards. For a new silhouette, I mean, it's not too bad. So who is the Air Max DN for? That's a pretty good question. The DN is kind of a sweet spot when it comes to sneakers. It's comfortable that you can wear these for hours on end and not feel it. It's also practical, so you can wear it to the gym, going for a jog and that sort of thing. But it's stylish enough to whack on some cargos, some tracksuit bottoms and go out. Now, from my point of view, I didn't actually think I'd like them as much as I do. I'm not too sure whether it's the sort of nostalgia to the Air Max TN slightly or the colorway in itself. But if I have to think about it, I think it's how they feel. Wearing these on foot reminds me of the 720 and it's not a bad thing. I absolutely love that shoe. So broskies, of course, I have to give this sneaker an absolute buy. But comment down below and let me know what you think about the DN. Is this a sneaker you're looking forward to? Are you going to be going for them on Air Max Day? Or was this an absolute miss? Leave it all down below, and as always, I will pin the best comments. Anyways, broskies, thank you so much for stopping by. This sneaker, honestly, it made me think so much about the culture, Air Max in general, and Nike themselves. So I had to get a lot off my chest, but it means a lot to me, as I think it does to you as well. But with all the waffling aside, and there was a lot of waffle, thank you so much for watching until the end. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and until the next episode, take care.